Hello beautiful people, let's have a chat regarding this new base skin which is coming tomorrow, by the way, at reset. We see here the 19th of January at reset. And I will gonna explain you what are the advantages but also what are the disadvantages of this base skin in order to help you to take a better decision. And I promise you guys I won't waste your time with this one. So first of all, what we want to mention is that this base skin, it's an universal base skin, which is a positive aspect. Because a lot of players don't have a solid March configuration, aka 3 heroes for the planes, for the tanks, for the navy. Therefore, this base skin will work no matter what. Now, the second thing we have to mention that this base skin has actually 2 levels, level 1 and level 2. We are expecting the level 1 to be roughly around $20 to $30, while the level 2 we are expecting to be, depending on your luck, between $150 and $170. So let's jump directly to the level 1 of this base skin, because a lot of you people out there are always saying, for $20 to $30, I think it has a good value. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna give you the value of this, because we're gonna evaluate this base skin from its maximum potential, which is, by the way, the level 2, in order for you to understand even better. So you have a ton of alternatives when it comes down to using this level 1 as a battle skin. And obviously the holding is stock. I will also gonna address once we are evaluating this base skin at its full potential, which is actually level 2. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the level 1, if it's still actually worth it from your perspective, as my opinion is not necessarily worth it for this $20 to $30. But now let's have a look at the level 2, and it's super interesting for a reason. Now let me put a March on the screen, and we're gonna go basically to the tank. You know me, I love the tanks, and we see that the front row will gonna get a 20% damage increase, which is, yeah, it's a solid thing. So we are talking about slot 1, 2, and 3. Now what also this base skin is giving you, it's for the first 2 rows a damage reduction of 15%. So we are talking about slots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let me add something super important actually for me, because honestly, I'm a bigger fan of the damage decrease versus the damage increase. Now, why is that the case? The damage increase, sure, it's super nice, there's no question about it, but all it does is increasing your damage, that's it. But when it comes down to the damage decrease, here's something super interesting. Because you're gonna take far lesser damage from your opponents, in this case 15%, which means, in other words, you're gonna have more units on the slots which will get hit by your opponent, and having more units on a slot due to this damage reduction will also gonna cause you to do more damage when it's your turn to hit back. So that's why I am a bigger fan of the damage decrease than I am from a damage increase. Now, what else we have here? All units attack 40%. These are basically equipping stats. And let's first talk about the holding in stock, giving this here a value. And then we're gonna wrap up this video by me classifying this base skin. Where do I see it in TOPWAR right now? So first of all, we see all units attack of 10% and all units HP. And taking consideration that this base skin will gonna cost you $150 to $170 depending on your luck. And what I wanted to show you is actually the following. So let's take a battle report like this one over here from my tanks. We're gonna go to the attributes and let's have a look at the stats. Now you see a couple of things are indeed missing because I'm testing something else. Let's have a look at the army HP. Now where is this coming from? From the hero skills, perks, masteries, alliance tech decoration, VIP class items, alliance badge, hero bond, masteries, base effect, unit, heavy trooper, titan gear, and obviously also the pets. So what I'm trying to tell you by showing you this list, which is equivalent to the list when it comes down to the army attack, is the fact that very often you actually have the chance to get this X% of HP or X% of attack by doing an upgrade to all these toys you see there absolutely for free. So I wouldn't consider this 10% all units attack and 10% all units HP having a massive value, due to us having so many possibilities to actually get the same stats by upgrading all these toys you see over there. Now, obviously, we also have the capacity of the garage, the dock, and the hangar. And when it comes down to this perspective, it has an advantage and it also has a disadvantage. Now, what is the advantage? Giving you 45 more units in your base. Now, if we have a look here at the slots, basically it costs me 2,500 gems to unlock one single slot. Which means, in other words, what you are seeing here, it's equal to 112,500 gems. Which is a solid value, I'm not gonna lie. But here comes the disadvantage, because we're gonna have a lot of players which don't have a solid setup for all three unit types. Meaning, in other words, if you only have a solid setup for the tanks, but not a good one for the planes, or even an existing one for the Navy, you are getting 15 extra units for the Navy, 15 extra units also for the planes. But the only person which gets the benefit out of this is actually going to be your opponent, as it will going to get far more points because it's killing far more of your units. So this is the way you should see this. Now, let's wrap up this video and classify this base skin based on its value. And let's open my base skins, because you guys know I have over 100 base skins basically right now. And I would say this base skin, which is the Grand Lotus library, it's a solid skin. And what I'm trying to tell you by that is we've definitely seen far worse skins than this one. There's no question about it. But we also saw a couple of base skins which are far better. And when I'm evaluating a base skin, it's super important also to take the price in consideration. Because even though we don't have the Eternal Land or the Terra Aurora, but it's gonna come this year, we have base skins like the Pantheon, we have base skins like the Void Matrix, which are absolutely free and extremely powerful. Obviously, you have to be on an external map, because this $150 to $170, maybe it's a budget of some players monthly. But at the same time, this is also a sum of money which the vast majority of the players out there are not able to pay it. Or they would be able to pay this over a couple of months. So that's why videos like this are super important, in order for you to understand the values of such items and understand properly what are you getting out of this. So beautiful people, yes, you also see an anime version of me, which is basically me in the background with that filter, because I'm testing out some stuff. I know we haven't seen us for roughly a week, because I'm still in treatment right now, but it's getting better, and I'm assuming maximum 2 weeks I should be back on the old schedule. Now we're gonna have to see how much sense it makes to make how many videos regarding TOPWAR. It's always up to you, beautiful people, as the best way to support this, as I think is worth it, is to simply just watch the videos. You can subscribe to this channel for free. Share this channel with your friends. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you a fantastic weekend, and I will gonna catch you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.